Writing a resume can be one of the most important steps in the job search process, and also one of the most unique, because it's often the difference between getting a face-to-face interview and being completely passed over. And it's the first and only impression that the employer has of you at the time. We're going to provide you with 5 main tips on writing a strong resume, as well as 5 things that you definitely want to avoid. Here are the 5 things that you most certainly should do. Number 1, tell your story. This is the chance for you to jump off the page and let the employer know who you are. And don't be afraid to show your passion through a specific side project or perhaps a minor. Number 2, you want to make sure that you tailor your resume to the specific job that you're applying for. It's important that you keep your resume relevant, organized, and to the point. Number 3, be specific about accomplishments and results. This is much more valuable in the eyes of an employer than simply stating the task. Even if it's an unpaid internship, shows a real drive and commitment to the field. Number 4, maintain good sentence structure. Although the format of the resume is certainly different from writing a letter, and you don't want to write in paragraphs, you must still maintain proper sentence structure. Number 5, state your objective and be clear about what you want. Doing so will exude confidence and drive.
You know, it's important for the resume to be structured, but really this is your opportunity to tell your own story. So you should not be afraid to take more than 1 page to do that, and you should make sure that the resume actually articulates, not only that you work someplace, but what you did at that place. At the end of the day, tell your story, because this is your opportunity to really get that out there.
One of the best pieces of advice I ever had from somebody about the hiring process and multimedia, sending your resume through a computer system, is tailor your resume to the job description, because usually it's a computer that's running through the resumes, and if they see words that hit from the job description in your resume, they usually want to talk to you. They want to see more of your resume.
If you're not serious about your resume, you're not getting a job. For every job you apply, your resume needs to be toned and molded to a specific job. Even the cover letter. You can't just change the name of the company and resend it to several companies. You need to be serious about what you're doing, and especially finding a job in this career, in this market.
Here are 5 things that you definitely want to avoid when writing your resume. Number 1, never lie. This one goes without saying, but it's never a good idea to lie on a resume. Employers may check for accuracy and put you on the spot during the interview. You will likely get caught and ruin this as well as potential future opportunities. Number 2, misspellings and poor grammar. Often a deal breaker right off the bat, and don't trust spell check with your resume. It's too important. Make sure you don't have any inconsistencies with regards to bolding and italics throughout your resume. I would have someone that you trust review it and provide a second pair of eyes. Number 3, not being familiar with your own resume. It looks terrible when an employer asks you about something on your resume and you look confused as if you're unfamiliar with the topic. Number 4, overly personal information. While you certainly want to tell your story, you don't want to go overboard. There are just some things that should stay personal. For instance, you took a year off of school because your ex started dating the captain of the water polo team. Number 5, listing too many past jobs. Choose the most relevant. And there's no need to be repetitive if some of the positions from your past are the same.
Be honest about your resume. Make sure you don't try to inflate it with things that you're not necessarily completely skilled about. And also, don't be afraid to put things in there that you think aren't directly associated with what your career path is.
The first thing that makes me toss aside a resume are misspelled words. Misspelled words, it's sloppy. It's like leaving the house with your shirt unbuttoned completely. It's a representation of you. That would be the first red flag. And then secondly, I would say something that's light on specifics in terms of, I worked at company XYZ. nice, but what did you do? What did you accomplish? So a resume that's devoid of any specific accomplishments is another red flag.
Good luck, everybody. And for more tips on writing a strong resume, check out the Career Advice channel on candidcareer.com.